Friends, in this video I am talking about top 100 HBSC engineer interview question answer. You can consider the all question answer for HBSC general interview. First is, why are water cooled chiller generally more efficient than air cooled chiller? Answer is, water has a higher specific heat capacity and thermal conductivity compared to air, allowing it to absorb and reject heat more efficiently. Additionally, water cooled chiller operate with more stable and the lower condenser temperature due to the use of the cooling tower, which improves their efficiency. Okay. Second question is, what is the purpose of a cooling tower? Friends, let's see the answer. Answer is to reject heat from the building HVAC system to the atmosphere by cooling water through the evaporation. Okay. Let's see the next question. Next question is, what is different between open and closed cooling tower? Answer is, open tower expose water directly to air and closed tower keep water inside tube using air to cool them indirectly. Okay. And next question is, what is approach temperature in a cooling tower? Answer is, friends. And do you like this video? Please like this video. Friends, different between cold water temperature leaving the tower and the ambient wet bulb temperature. Okay. Next question is, what is the range in the cooling tower? Friends, temperature different between hot water enter the and cold water leaving the tower. Okay. Let's see the next question. Question is, how do you calculate cooling tower efficiency? Friends, cooling tower efficiency is range bata range plus approach gune 100. Okay. Let's see the next question. Next question is, what factors affected cooling tower performance? Friends, answer is ambient wet bulb temperature, water flow rate, air flow rate, fill type, drip loss and fouling. Okay. Next question is, why is water treatment important in cooling tower? Friends, answer is to prevent scale corrosion and biological growth, ensuring the efficient heat transfer and equipment longevity. Okay. Let's see the next question. Next question is, what is drip loss? Friends, drip loss is a small water droplets carried away with air leaving the tower, causing water loss. Let's see the next question is, how do you size a cooling tower? Friends, answer is based on cooling load, approach, range, water flow rate and ambient wet bulb temperature. Okay. Let's see the next question is, what is a drift eliminator? Friends, a device inside the cooling tower that capture water droplets to maximize the drip loss. Okay. Let's see the next question is, what is the typical COP for water cooled chiller? Friends, 4.5 to 7.0 depending on conditions and efficiency. Okay. Let's see the next question is, what is the typical COP for air cooled chiller? Friends, answer is 3.0 to 4.5, generally lower than water cooled due to the higher condensing temperature. Okay. Next question is, what does COP stand for? Friends, coefficient of performance, the ratio of cooling capacity, the power input. Okay. That's the next question is, how is AHU different from FAHU? Friends, answer is FAHU includes fresh air intake with the filter and the pre-treatment. AHU may recirculate internal air. Okay. Next question is, why are water cooled chiller generally more efficient than air cooled chiller? Answer is because water has a higher heat transfer rate and a stable condenser temperature. Okay. Let's see the next question. Next question is, what cause chiller short cycle and how to avoid it? Friends, frequent on-off operation avoid by the proper sizing and using the variable speed drive. Okay. Let's see the next question is, why is the pre-cooling used in FAHU? Friends, to remove latent heat from the humid outside air before it mixes with the return air. Okay. Let's see the next question is, why is reheating done after the cooling in AFHU? Friends, to avoid the overcooling and maintain set temperature, set supply air temperature and humidity. Okay. Let's the next question is, what is the function of a VFD in HVAC? Friends, VFD is variable frequency drive control the motor speed, improving energy efficiency in pumps and fans. Okay, let's see the next question. Next question is what is delta T in the chilled water system? Friends, temperature difference between chilled water supply and return typical 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's see the next question is what is a DOAS? Friends, DOAS is dedicated outdoor air system, handles 100% outdoor air ventilation separate from space conditioning. Okay, let's see the next question is what is an RTU? RTU is rooftop unit, a packaged HVAC system mounted on the top that provides heating and cooling. Okay, next question is DOAS versus RTD, which is better? Friends, DOAS is a better for the precise ventilation and humidity control. RTU is simpler and the cost effective. Okay, let's see the next question is how do you select an FCU? Friends, based on the cooling, heating load, airflow, available space and static pressure requirements. Okay, let's see the next question is how to size an AHU? Friends, based on the total airflow, external static pressure, cooling, heating coil capacity and filtration needs. Okay, let's see the next question is what is sensible and the latent heat? Friends, sensible changes air temperature and latent changes moisture content like humidity. Okay, let's see the next question is how do you calculate total heat? Friends, total heat calculate is total heat sensible heat plus latent heat. Okay, next question is what is SHR? SHR sensible heat ratio. Sensible heat total heat usually used for the coil and equipment selection. Okay, next question is why do we need insulation on the chilled water pipe? Friends, to prevent condensation and the reduce energy loss. Okay, next question is what are the balancing valve used for? Let's see the answer. Answer is to ensure proper flow rate to each thermal unit in the hydronic systems. Okay, that's the next question is what is an expansion tanks used for? Friends, to accumulate volume change in water due to the temperature variations. Okay, next question is what is air balancing? Friends, adjusting airflow in the ducts to achieve design flow rates at the diffusers and grills. Next question is what are the types of diffuser? Friends, slow diffuser, a square diffuser, round diffuser, that nozzle, etc. Okay, let's see the next question is what is a return air plenum? Friends, a space used to collect return air and direct it to the HU and RTU. Okay, next question is what is chilled beam? Friends, an HVAC device using the convection and chilled water to cool indoor spaces. Okay, let's the next question is what are the common control strategy for the chiller? Friends, answer is lead lag control, demand limiting, temperature reset, VFD control. Okay, let's the next question is what is BMS? Friends, BMS is building management system, control HVAC lighting and other system for efficiency. Okay, let's the next question is how is chilled water flow rate calculated? Friends, Q is equal Q by TR into 3020 by delta T by 60, where TR is total tons of refrigerant at delta T is temperature difference. Okay, next question is what is primary and secondary pumping system? Friends, use separate pumps for the chiller loop primary and building loop for secondary to maintain the water flow. Okay, let's see the next question is what is free cooling? Friends, free cooling is using outdoor air of water directly for cooling when the ambient condition permit. Okay, next question is what is thermal storage in HVAC? Friends, storing chilled water or ice during off-peak hour to reduce peak demand. Okay, let's see the next question is what is VAV system? Friends, VAV means variable air volume, adjust airflow to maintain temperature and save energy. Okay, next question is what is a constant volume system? Friends, consistent volume system, deliver fixed airflow regardless of load, less efficient than VAV. Okay. Next question is, what is heat recovery, friends? Heat recovery capturing waste heat from exhaust air to preheat incoming air. Okay. Next question is, why do we use economizers, friends? To reduce mechanical cooling by using outdoor air when the conditions are favorable. Okay. Next question is, what is an enthalpy wheel, friends? A rotating device that transfer heat and the moisture between exhaust and supply air system. Okay. Next question is, what is the function of a humidifier in HVAC system? HU. Yes, HU add the moisture to air to maintain the required humidity level. Okay. That's the next question is, why do we use filter in AHU and FAHU, friends? To remove dust, particles and pollutants, ensuring indoor air quality. Okay. Let's say the next question is, what are types of HVAC filter, friends? Pre-filter, fan filter, HEPA filter and carbon filter used in HHU and HVAC systems. Okay. Next question is, what is the thermal comfort, friends? Condition of the mind expressing satisfaction with the thermal environment. SRA define its via PMV and PPT. Okay. Next question is, what is the ideal indoor comfort temperature? Answer is typically 22 to 24 degrees Celsius with 50 to 60% relative humidity as per SRA. Okay. Next question is, what is package unit, friends? A complete HVAC system in a single casing used for the medium to large building. Okay. Next question is, what is COP4 VRF system, friends? 3.5 to 5.0 depending on the manufacturer and operating condition. Okay. Next question is, what is integrated part load value, IPLV, friends? IPLV weighted average efficiency of HVAC equipment as the various load conditions. Next question is, what is a cyclomatic chart, friends? A graphical representation of the air properties like temperature, humidity and enthalpy. Okay. Next question is, what is the function of a chemical dosing system in chill water, friends? To prevent scaling, corrosion and the biological growth. Okay. Next question is, what is different pressure switch, friends? Different DPS switch used to detect the cloaking filter or monitoring pressure drop across coil and valves. Okay. That's the next question is, why is static pressure important in duct design, friends? To size fans correctly the ensure equative airflow to all zones. Okay. Next question is, what are the types of fan in HVAC system? Friends, answer is centrifugal, axial, mixed flow, selected based on airflow and pressure. Okay. Next question is, what is VRF system? Friends, VRF is variable refrigerant flow. Is an advanced HVAC technology that control refrigerant flow to supply different temperature to different indoor units. Okay. Do you like this video? Please like this video. Okay. Next question is, what is the difference between VRV and VRF, friends? Technically both are the same. VRV, variable refrigerant volume, is the Deccan trademark, while the VRF is the generic name. Okay. That's the next question. 53 is, why is a free filter placed before the edge coil? Answer is to trap the dust and the large particles so that the coil remains clean and heat transfer efficiency is maintained. Okay. Next question 54 is, why does a static pressure drop occur? Friends, answer is due to the air duct friction, fitting filters, coil and diffusers causing resistance to airflow. Okay. Next question 55 is, what are the methods used for the duct sizing? Friends, equal friction method, velocity reduction method and the static regain methods used for the duct sizing. Okay. Let's see the next question 56. 56 is, what is the purpose of a cyclomatic chart? Friends, answer is to analyze the air properties such as the temperature, humidity, enthalpy, dew points and the moisture content. Okay. Let's see the next question 57. 57 is, How is the arrangement of cooling coil and heating coil in an AHU decided, friends? Based on application requirements, climate condition, and the coil maintenance accessibility. Okay. Next, the next question 58 is what are the types of damper in HVAC system? Okay, like volume control damper, VCD damper, fire damper, smoke damper, and motorized damper used in HVAC system generally. Okay. Next question 59 is what is the function of a fire damper, friends? Let's see the answer. Installed in ducts to prevent the separate of fire closed automatically in fire condition. Okay. The next question is what is the purpose of a smoke damper, friends? Installed in duct to control and isolate smoke, especially during a fire emergency. Okay. The next question 61. 61 more question is what is air changes per hour ECH in HVAC, friends? A measure of how many times the air within a room is replaced in 1 hour. Okay. Next question 62 is what is the typical ACH requirements in hospital HVAC design, friends? Operation room is 15 to 20, isolation room is 12 ACH per hour. Okay, ACH as per SRE guideline. Okay. Next question 63 is why is redundancy important in HVAC, friends? To ensure back equipment is available in the critical applications, preventing downtime in case of the system failure. Okay. Next question 64 is what is the typical condenser water temperature range? From cooling tower to chilled condenser inlet is 27 to 32 and outlet is 35 to 37. Okay. Let's see the next question is how can chiller efficiency be improved, friends? Thought the regular maintenance, deep cleaning, VFD usage, correct load management, and optimizing condenser water temperature. Okay. Let's see the next question 66, friends. Why is a duct leakage test conducted, friends? To check for the air leakage, reducing energy loss and pressure drop. Okay. Next question 67 is why is UV light installed in AHU, friends? To prevent the microbial growth on the coils and the drain paints. Okay. Next question 68 is what is the difference between GA drawing and SLD in HVAC system? From GA means general arrangement showing layout and the positions. SLD means single line diagram showing piping or ducting schematics. Okay, systematics. Next question 69 is what is the heat pump, friends? A device that provides the both heating and the cooling by the reversing the refrigerant cycle. Okay. Next question 70 is what is the advantage of an inverter compressor in HVAC, friends? Operate as the variable device, increasing the efficiency and the comfort control. Okay. Next question 71 is why is the condensate drain trap necessary, friends? To prevent backflow of condensate water in negative pressure AHU. Next question 72 is why is the bypass line provided in a chiller plant? To maintain minimum flow requirements and handle load variations. Okay. Let's see the next question 73 is what is an air washer unit, friends? An HVAC unit used for the evaporative cooling and the humidification. Okay. That's the next question, question number 74. What is question is what is the purpose of a phase and bypass damper in AHU, friends? To control supply air temperature by bypassing the coil. Okay. That's the next question, question number 75. What is question? Question is what factor are the included in heat load calculation, friends? External load, solar, wall condenser, window gain, internal load, people, lights, equipments, ventilation loads, and infiltration loads. Okay. Next question 76 is what is the function of a thermal expansion valve TXV, friends? To control refrigerant flow into the evaporator and maintain the proper superheat. Okay. Next question 77 is what is different between a packaged air conditioned PAC and a split, friends? PAC is centralized and the servers multiple spaces via duct, split, and split AC service is the single place space. Okay. Next question 78 is what is commissioning in HVAC system? Friends, testing, adjusting, and the verifying the system according to the design specifications. Okay. That's the next question 79. Question is why is the filter pressure drop limit important in AHU? Friends, excessive drop reduce the airflow and increasing fan energy consumption. Okay. Next question 80 is what is the tube falling factor in chair? Friends, thermal resistance due to the dot or scaling on the heat transfer surfaces which must be the maintained for the efficiency. Friends, do like this video and subscribe my YouTube channel for the if you appreciate my videos. Okay. Next question is why is there a refrigerant piping length limit in the VRF system? Friends, due to manufacturer's design limitations to ensure the proper refrigerant pressure drop and the oil return. Okay. Next question 82 is what is the difference between passive and active chilled beams in HVAC? Friends, let's see the answer. Answer is passive beams cool by the natural convection and active beams also use supply air increasing cooling capacity. Okay. Let's see the next question 83. 83 is why is duct insulation used in HVAC? Friends, to prevent heat gain, loss and avoid the condensation, use duct insulation used in HVAC. Okay. Next the next question is 84. What is question is what is the purpose of a fresh air and the return air damper in AHU? Friends, to control the preparation of fresh air intake and return air. Okay. Let's see the next question 85. What are the main criteria for the exhaust fan selection? Friends, first is airflow in CFM, static pressure, temperature, resistance and noise level. Okay. Let's see the next question 86 is what is the purpose of a negative pressure room? Friends, to prevent contaminated air from escaping such as in isolation room. Okay. Next question 87 is why is the positive pressure room used? Friends, to maintain the clean air inside the such as in operation theaters. Okay. Let's see the next question 88 is what is chiller surge? Friends, and the unstable flow condition in a centrifugal chiller causing vibration and the noise. Okay. Let's see the next question 89 is how can surge be prevented? Friends, by proper load control using VFDs and installing anti-surge control system. Okay. That's the next question is 90 is why is why is there a cooling coil phase velocity limit in AHU? Friends, high velocity can cause water carry over and increase the pressure drop. Okay. That's the next question 91 is what is the thermal zoning in HVAC? Friends, dividing the building into the zones so each can have the independent temperature control. Okay. Let's see the next question 92 is what is the main differences between inverter and the non-inverter split? Friends, inverter compressors runs at the variable speed while the non-inverter runs as the fixed speed. Okay. Let's see the next question 93 is what is the difference between 2-pipe and 4-pipe fan coil system? Friends, 2-pipe system provides either the cooling or the heating at a time. Okay. And 4-pipe system can provide the both simultaneously. Okay. Let's the next question 94 is what is approach temperature in a chiller? Friends, the difference between chill water leaving temperature and evaporator refrigerant saturation temperature is the approach. Okay. Let's the next question 95 is why is glycol used in HVAC? Friends, to prevent water from freezing in the low temperature applications. Okay. Let's see the next question 96 is what is the purpose of blow down in cooling tower? Friends, to control dissolved solids concentration in a water. Okay. Let's see the next question 97 is what is a variable primary flow system? Friends, a system that uses variable speed pumps in primary chilled water loop without a secondary loop. Okay. Let's see the next question 98 is what is the benefit of micro channel coil in air cooled condenser? Friends, higher heat transfer efficiency, reduce the refrigerant charge, and the better corrosion resistance. Okay, let's see the next question 99 friends. So next question is, what is the difference between an energy recovery ventilation ERV and heat recovery ventilation HRV friends? Let's see the answer. Answer is ERV recovers both heat and the moisture, and HRV recovers only heat, not moisture. Okay, let's see the next question 100 is, what is coil bypass factor in an HU friends? The portion of air that the bypass the coil without the passing through it, reducing effective cooling capacity. Okay, you like this video, please like this video, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.